All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at the market. Today is Wednesday. All right, so as you know, swing days are already out there and the hours until January 10th. So let's take a look at gold. Now remember with gold we had Monday. Okay, so Monday it's a bit of a tricky, dodgy day because we're again in this middle zone. Remember last week as well, I said the middle zone is a bit tricky. Only after the breakout, I said it's good to go in because we've got a pull back to push up into that zone, and then Thursday, Friday market twisted around. So today is also not a swing day, but on the PST, as you can see, there's a breakout here. And I did say if there's a breakout in the PST, like I always say, don't stand in front of it. So if you want to sell this at a swing hour, 49 is a price 2654, which if a trading hour comes to 2654, which is pretty much there. All right, as you can see, that's that 2654. So if the market pushes up in there and it's a trade hour and you want to sell this to push down, you can. Then you need to target that 36 initially, which is 2596, and that 2596 is down here. So it's a fair bit down. All right. Is there another target? Well, there is one below it, okay, which is all the way there, that 272526. That 96 is here, but looks like we're going to have to come down a bit lower. Let's check out the weekly as well. That level 49 is 257672. 257672 is down there, and it's not an illogical place. As you can see, it's in that zone. All right, so if gold wants to dribble down a little bit, it's okay to follow it into there, into those regions there. Okay, so if you want to sell it off at a trading hour on a pull up into there to push down, might be an idea. Let me put in the hours for today. Now today is the week of the 16th and the 20th. Okay, so here we are. All right, so as at the time of the video, 9:45 is the first hour coming up, and I've got 9:38 my time at the moment, and that's your 9:45 being on the platform 8:45. Okay, so on this 8:45 hour, we're in between levels, as you can see. So if we find ourselves at a high level later on, okay, like up here, during those hours, and you want to sell it off, okay, this zone is okay to sell off. And if you want to push it down now, because technically we're in between levels. See, this is a bit tricky. This is why, okay? We're in between levels. So what you might want to do, ideally, is to trade with a smaller lot size, okay? And that's that. And because there's a lot of instability in the world, so be mindful. Gold, at the end of the day, is trending upwards, and it will go up. Gold is not going to come down and become cheap. It's going to keep pushing upwards. The question is, we have to, buy at the right spot. This is why I've marked these levels in. These are like good zones to get in. So if there's a swing day and the market is down here, we definitely want to get in there. All right. If there's a swing day, the market's down here, we definitely want to get in there. All right. So, yeah. But because there's a breakout, you want to sell it off. Like I said, you can at the trading hours. If we're up there somewhere, it's okay to sell off. All right. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now, euro dollar, remember Monday, Tuesday, swing day. So this is nicely going up. That's a nice spot, 38.0464. So if the market comes down into 0464, let's do that nicely. Okay, we can get in there. All right. Yesterday also looks swing hours coming in nicely. Tuesday, once again, if you take a look at your Tuesday hours, I had 945 yesterday, which is 845 here, and then we had closing. Okay, so you see the closing there. Okay, so this whole zone from 845 to closing, it's just like once the market sold off, that's 7. I had what, 8 o'clock. Okay, so this was 8 o'clock was 7 o'clock, so that's your 7 o'clock. All right, 7 o'clock market pushing down, coming into closing, and then nicely going back up here. So this is all good with timing, as you can see, and all we have to do now is just follow through, because I think Monday, Tuesday being those, not Monday, Tuesday, Friday from last week, and Monday of this week, I think they're like okay, and that we should be able to kind of like push up with this. Okay, so that's Friday, Monday. Now we're on a Wednesday. Nice breakout would be good. We see ourselves back up here again, and that's fine. You can take 54 for a target, 0575. So that could be a nice target to get into. So 0575 is going to be here. All right, 0575. Now, let's check out the weekly where we're at. That's the level. So this is like nice. Okay, this is like an opportunity where we can pretty much, push up with this. And this is a trade hour on 8:45 here. Okay, so nice and easy. If the market does pull back, you can also push up. If it breaks above the weekly, pulls back, you can go up. You can get rid of these now. All right, because that's the daily we've got. That's the daily support there. If we have a sudden movement down, am I expecting a sudden movement down today? Towards 12:15, there is a sudden movement, but it should be pushy, right? So this 7:45 my time is a 6:45 here. Okay, and it's not a bad place, not a bad spot. So, the market from this zone can be pretty much nice and easy, pushy, going all the way into New York, actually. All right, so this could be like a nice trade up here. All right, going upwards. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Not the euro dollar, SP 500. SP 500, as you know, all right, we've got a bit of a tricky indices situation, because with the SP 500 NAS, they've got Monday, and that was your Monday. All right, Monday also could have been a short day as well. So if you think about it, okay, let's do this. Oh, come on. All right, so this is Monday, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if Monday from the high, because the market is at highs, turned into a swing day, then what we got here, what we do have here, okay, is market pushing down. So if that's the case, we might still want to go down. Right, as you can see, that level 68, 6115, I've marked that in before. Okay, 6115 is up there. Okay, but as you can see, we're just not up there. Okay, and this is not a bad place to also sell, simply because that is a trade hour here at 8:45. Okay, and that's basically it. So the market is in between the daily and the weekly, and thus henceforth, as they say, you might see the market turning around from here, going downwards. No gaps here. Maybe New York will, because we have even highs here, maybe London will sweep it, or New York will sweep it. You might want to wait for the New York session for the indices. The New York session today, 3:15 my time is good. 5:30 is good. All right, so those hours are good. My time, if you're going to do indices, might be the way to go. Then accordingly, what you can do is like to follow this down into this zone here. All right. So if I was to get rid of this, because then what we're waiting for now is the next swing day, which we still have room to go. All right. So the market's going up. We've got a triangle. Monday made a high. Yesterday closed lower. So that's probably the swing. So pushing it down is logical. If you want to enter that trade, do it in the New York session. Take into consideration the hours and your technical pricing, and that should be all right. Let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with Dow, you know, we've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we are on a Wednesday, so as you can see. And look, on these indices as well, like when you have like a tricky situation on one index, and then obviously it's kind of like on all of them. But Dow Jones, as you know, has been pushing down, and I did say it's got room to come down into that rectangle right here. Okay, so that's nice and easy. All right, and today's a swing day. Well. Right on a PST, swing day. That sounds like you can ring my bell. Now in New York, if it comes down to close gap, it can. Now if this pushes up, remember SP 500 NASDAQ will also push up. If in the New York session we come back down, okay, close the gap, then it's going to be a buy zone here. It could do a stop sweep, okay, because we do have, maybe we'll do a stop sweep, but this is like a zone. All right, so this is a good zone. And yesterday, that's on the closing. Pretty much if we might just do a dip. Okay, if we just do a stop sweep, come down here and then push up, it's fine. What you can also do is just wait for New York, see how this thing pans out here. Okay, you don't have to rush the trade. The reason is simple, because if this turns out to be a blue day, then tomorrow we can keep pushing upwards. All right, so relax. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now, same old with NASDAQ. NASDAQ had a breakout. Friday was a swing day. Monday was a swing day. Monday did a big breakout. It's fine. Okay. Now let's see where we're at. That's your Monday. Well, that's your Tuesday. Now that's a nice pullback formation. Okay. You can see the impulse wave. That's the impulse wave. And you can see we're right nicely just above 37.5. I've marked these levels in yesterday. Both of them. So if you traded them, you should have been okay. If you traded it down, you should have been okay. I did say not to buy here. This needs to pull back. And if you pulled back with it, you did good. Now, any pullback again to push up is okay. You can just follow it that way. On the daily, this has still got room to go, as you can see. That target 74, mark it in, 22,296. 22,296 is up here. Okay, so it's pretty much on this line here. Okay, that's the Fibonacci, exactly on the Fibonacci too. 137.5. Oh, that's a nice mirror from here to there. Okay, so if that's the case, it could push up nicely. You can follow that through as well in New York. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, we don't have a swing day yet. Okay. Check out your swing days on the website. But yeah, there you go. This is like the tops here. Okay. Now, yesterday was also, I did say if it pulls back, you can go long. Okay. But it needed to pull back right like into there. Okay. And now we've got a big push down, and that's logical. I did say be mindful if you have a 3 tap. Okay. So that's your 1, 2. I wonder if there was another one before. No. So that's like, yeah, Wednesday, big slap. Wednesday, you got to be a bit careful. It's midweek. But that's just like logical. Okay, this is logical stuff. We probably have a bit more room to go. Look at that. Look, 1, 2, 3 tap. on the daily. All right, so definitely not the place to be buying yesterday at the tops. Okay, as I always say, the tops just not going to happen. So what you're going to have to do, wait for the swing days, let it come down, don't rush into it. It's fallen down fast. It's probably going to push up a little bit and bounce. So if you're going to day trade it, wait for it to pull back. All right. And that's basically it. Don't rush this thing. Okay, don't rush this thing. If you want to buy at a trading hour, what zones would you buy at? Well, this is a good zone. Okay, and the market's done that. Why? Because this is where the breakout happened. And it's a trading hour. You should be on top of your game, guys. Right there. Right there. You should be on top of your game. So this will probably come up into the opening closing zone here. Okay, there you go. So check that out. If you're going to do intraday trading, not a bad place to buy. Where they bought before, you want to buy again is okay. Remember, sooner or later though, they're going to smash this down, clean everybody out, bring us all the way down into Chinatown, and then we'll look to buy in order to hold. Okay, and that's how you can do it. It's not a bad place either to get back in. That 50 level, keep an open mind to 99,798. So we could dip into that 100 zone. Okay, down here for a good buy kiss. It's doable. Like I said, it's not a swing day. You want to trade safe, you can wait for the swing days. No dramas.